Kennen is going into Gragas, just another tank and then you full AD, and Maokai goes. I mean, I'm not sure. Both teams are very AD heavy. Not sure if Gragas can go AP.
Yike now covering for them. Looks like they want to try and punish Rogue's bot lane.
Hansama walking forward, not afraid to tank the hook because he's got Yike on the way. Power Fist coming through. Aftershock proc. Comp now dashing backwards. Good bit of follow-up damage. The kick coming in. The first blood to G2. Zoelis managing Larson from really just standing toe-to-toe with that Gatling gun to try to balance out the trades. But now Caps is in the middle of the entire team. Does manage to buffer the W. Needs to sidestep with the flash. The knockback is good. The hook still going to hit Rogue. Going to find the kill. G2 now trying to follow up. Stun on the Zoelis is good. Mickey
Try and roam and even cheat a little bit of tempo with the fact you get the enhanced recall permanently when they upgrade. But still, looks like he's just going to make his way up towards Warmogs instead, not having quite the money that he wants to finish off one of those boots.
And I always love it when there's an item in the game that just gives you everything you want in a single item. Right now, it's supports and tanks who just get to build Warmogs and live their best life. For an entire year, it was top laners and core drinker. So here we are. Yike going for the dive on the bottom side. The client's coming out from Comp, but it does not matter as the kill will be there. But it does matter! Because they totally fumble it. Mickey dies. Ready to dive Finn.
Yeah, Finn going to struggle here. Where's the flash?
Mega Fire Kick not going to hit. 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the Permafrost. Arrow to follow as well. Can they kill this Gragas? Finn, backstep. Yes, he will eventually fall. Knocked down by the Freljord duo there as Broken Blade locked up for a moment. Not sure if he has the Pathmaker, but he does certainly have the ult trying to get away from Zoelis. Going unstoppable on the hook. Wants to dash out. How much longer on the footwork? Just another second. Broken Blade with another escape. Ulti comes in, but the shield just too much. He's already got the... This is a tough contest because ultimately they need to steal every single grub to make it really feel worthwhile. So instead we're going to have a pretty common situation these days, which is enemy team already has 4, they're just going to leave and we'll take up the consolation prize of 2 grubs.
I don't think Rogue should be sending Comp back topside though. I think at this stage you send him bot and try and play for an early dragon off the pressure, right? Because we're G2 are position. You can even look for a trade on turret plates as you go.
Zoelis there to shadow to make sure Larsa can recall as Finn keeps the fight going. Zoelis on the way in. Santa trying to make Mickey's life. Let's crank a big discussion on the desk. We've talked about it in cast as well, but breaking down mid lane tower, a big part of that. And with Herald, it's a much, much easier task. As now they've sent Caps down to the bottom side of the map instead, positioning Zoelis. I like when he's given a champion that enables him to be proactive. That said, caster curse on demand. Zoelis steps too far forward, not ready. They don't really have an avenue of attack. G2 are just walking up and taking mid tower. You're not supposed to let that happen. That angle. Comp very far forward, but not too scared, knowing that he has the Mikhails from Zoelis. Zoelis backstepping, good vision now coming in from the Scryer's Bloom. Finn in the midst of everything. G2 taking their time. Arrow gonna hit. Broken Blade ready to go forward. Instantly jumping onto the team. The Maokai to disengage, but it's too late. Caps now sitting over the wall. All but uncontested is Finn. Now gonna get knocked down. Still a blinking health bar. Flash forward. Dream back to finish the job. Zoelis tries to find the knockup, and slowly the Sejuani will fall. Comp grabbing one back. Larson trying to go crazy. Finishes off Hansama, but Caps turns it right back in his favor. Rocket jumping over. Looking to land some damage onto Comp. The traps are there, but they're not trapping anybody. Rogue cleaned up off the rift.
G2
playing with a lot more confidence in the fight. And it's a 2-item for Stana now. Caps, you can talk about little hiccups. Instead, trying to feel for the Gragas, and maybe they have some context in that situation or an angle that they're looking for, but from a distance, there's some good options, but most of what they have is super defensive. Traps, Maokai ultimate, all much better reactively used as Marcoon reacting to Yike coming through. Blast Cone goes out, looking to lock Mickey X up off to the side. Broken Blade coming over the wall. Nice stun coming in from Yike. Comp with an ulti. Hansama now deleted. A good angle from Rogue as they keep things going. For now, Larson still standing. Q3 from Broken Blade. Where's it going to go? Mickey getting 1v1 by the tree off to the side, but now Caps has come to the party. Killing spree coming through for him, and he can start to just clean this one up. Finn taking down another reset on the rocket jump, and all of Rogue scatter. They want nothing to do with this, but Cap wants to keep the train going. He's got a ward in the bush. Taking his time, tick, tick, ticking. Larson, how's the calculation? Caps' math. That might need a little bit of work, but Larson happy to have the opportunity to escape.
Gonna have to TP out of that one. G2
playing mid to game, late game, out cleanly, outmaneuvering Rogue on the map. Leo Q to disengage. Broken Blade stepping up to stop Marcoon from getting in the pit. Still the trees tries to walk forward, but again, the ulti's still available for Caps, and now G2 can set their sights on the fight. All out from Broken Blade. Ready to dash in. Zoelis frontlining. 3 traps in the brush. Broken Blade after expertly sidestepping as Yike now wants to keep going, but Finn there to disrupt. Arrow coming in from Hansama. The Ashe uncontested just continues to free hit as much as she wants, but the burst damage from Larson is big, as it is from Comp. Arrow now coming in. Or Alti, excuse me, ace in the hole. Larson manages to kill one. Nice sidestep coming from Hansama. The Milio just doing so much work. A cozy campfire for G2 as they set up home in the mid lane.
But it's Rogue that is burning off the back of it as G2 continue to keep the threat. Mickey is chasing. There's a shot from downtown, and Mickey suddenly wants to go home.
The cupcakes. You can't eat those cupcakes. They're not for you, Hansama.
He just wanted some s'mores, man.
He just wanted a treat. He felt like he earned it.
There's still a lot of content in the micro. Yeah, I think it remains safe to say. Comp laughing, happy
Silly
to have
Billy
that
Sim.
one.
Not a whole lot of damage there. Ocean Soul and a red buff means the healing comes through. Marcoon, Alti off to the side. Broken Blade unstoppable. All of G2 stepping forward, looking to kick this fight off. Broken Blade now knocked back. Healing now coming up for the Cozy Campfire. Yike, frontlining. Caps retreating. Permafrost stun on Defin is there. They're going to slowly burn down the tank, but he manages to back off for now. G2, one cannon minion, all they need to push in and try to break this tower down. Volley and the charge coming in from Caps. They'll open up the base of Rogue. Either side losing a member. Are they confident in the 4v4? Mickey standing off to the side, trying to be that bouncer. Finn, a body slam, a potential to make a play. Nice hook coming in from ZoaElise. Immediate follow comes. He's one hand delivered. Now on a killing spree, the Caitlyn ready to pop out in this fight. Nobody is moving on to comp, and Marcoon just uses the ultimate. Broken Blade now going to be in trouble. Yike, running. Mickey running. But Caps won his 1v1 in the picture-in-picture, and he's looking to end the game right here. Knock up onto Mickey. All of Rogue pushing through, trying to finish off Yike. Finn has to be the one to save it. Finn has to be the one to defend the base. Caps happy to just keep pushing. Rogue, do they want to start this objective? It's kind of psycho. Yike is still alive. He's going to start healing up shortly. And Caps just ready to end it. But the wave gone. Finn doing what he can, but another wave on the way. And Caps just wants to delete this Gragas. And again, we talk about those little moments, those little hiccups from Caps, but here he is, happy to just win this game single-handedly. All of G2 determined to just end the backs of G2.
He's just done it.
It's not explosive, but it's a win. Or is it? ZoaElise on the way, the body slam, the full commitment. They desperately need to kill this Yordle, but the Yordle's gonna finish the job. It's goofy as hell, but G2 win it.
Some consistent damage in Karzi, you can try and play forward, but realistically it's a lot of burst damage from the Renekton, from the LeBlanc, so try and burst out the Zeri, burst out someone like Zvyro, and then try and carry the fight from that position to this bottom side.
Ward set to cover, Hylissang can go in, again, knock up there,
Karzi.
tower shot there, Karzi getting caught out, an immediate cleanse, but now the follow-up is coming through, instantly over the wall, it's VTO and Linces to try to finish the kill, Flacca getting taken down, Karzi picking up first blood, so far nobody has dropped, it's a perfect tower dive, it should have been a disaster.
Ought they go for it, but looks like Linces not fully confident that they'll be able to go for that just the moment, so Jankos will be able to get the grubs, and so I've burnt his flash, but not much else at the moment.
Wonder now wandering down just to make sure he keeps Photon engaged, while Jankos, you can see in the picture-in-picture, is just picking up the grubbies. Won't be contested there, shouldn't get a notification till the third grub, and now Spyro, nice back step on the root, nice sidestep as well, but there's a third man, Hylissang here. The first two
Recon. What we'll have to see as this game continues to go on, whether Vitality can continue to keep up this pressure and keep extending their lead.
Nice timing there. It's some experience. It doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot, right? Will help the push. You've seen Photon already has been a terror. He's now been assigned to the bottom side of the map to keep that push up, as Karzi and the rest of the team ready here on the top side. Of course, Team Heretics are in position to respond. Did already get the Void Grub buff that they came for, so Flacca getting to the lane a little bit later. For Herald trade. Hylissang hovering around might cost him. Knock up there, flick back there, good damage. Ezreal coming across, not gonna steal it. Hylissang still standing for a brief moment, should just be able to grab the kill. Photon not able to zone the rest of the team away, and well, right as I say it, Hylissang does get caught out. Herald.
So then you can open up the side lane plays for Zvyro.
It's also just tough for them to die. They really, until a moment ago, had bits and pieces. Luckily now has finished the static ship. Does mean the wave clear will be that much faster. Offers a bit of a attacking ignite, right? There's not a lot of champions who are going to be able to stand up to that first rotation. Already seeing magic penetration come in as Hylissang looks like he's been once again caught out. Nice knockback from the side of Team Heretics. Ulti going wide. Hylissang looks like might have just jumped out of the redemption, not where he wanted to go. Hylissang still lives though. He's still alive, and I guess it was all just a bait. Photon TB and VTO on the back line. Uncontested Flacca deleted in the blink of an eye. The LeBlanc already doing so much work. VTO just gonna hop back to the distortion mark and take out another Vitality. Taking the fight with confidence. It looked like it might have been an in, but that man was making a hell of a lot of space.
After that one.
I was dizzy. What? I mean, surely that should have been the kill, but Hylissang now already Warmogged.
Members of Heretics being up here is just disastrous.
Well, now they see Jankos, they see Trimby there, and it's just permission for them to do whatever the hell they want on the bottom side, and what they want to do is to kill Wonder. Hylissang taking out the equation, but that's a massive chunk onto Flacca. Wonder now down already. Flacket can't afford to step up. Carzzy on a rampage, and Spyro, with the support of Jankos, they're going to get this tower back. They're going to get this bounty, but likely to lose at least a bit of damage on the tier 2 on the bottom side of the map, and certainly the Drake, as Infernal is up and available for Vitality.
Trimby just trying to keep away from Hillison and Linces. They don't realize the video's there. Might just come over the wall and try and pop out Spyro, but 3v4, I don't think he got this.
Trimby walked up, should just die here, does manage to use the ultimate, trying to lock up BTO. BTO not going back, does get caught out, should just get shut down here. Big for the side of Team Heretics, a bit over eager to find that punish. The Drake does go down, but Vitality getting a bit ahead of themselves, wanted to make the fast play, wanted to stop the counterplay from Team Heretics, and instead give up a shutdown and give up another objective bounty.
Carzzy was on the
TP coming out, Daisy on the way in, Solar Flare, Hilly takes his sweet time with it. Anticipations, Vyro. Oh, his hands had to be shaking, just wanted to make it out to safety. Baron is there, Jankos about to have Smite up. 8K, Wonder with the ulti. There are tools to stop this play from happening, but Vitality more than happy to just start the fight. Photon in the midst of the entire team. Baron no longer the objective. All of Vitality ready to go over the wall. But Wonder, a beautiful knockback onto 3. Flack and immediately get all the lightning crash coming through. Hylissang gonna get taken down, and that Baron stopped dead. Holy Artist's Dream. Those are the people who make like sound effects. You got the clothing. We've got the woo! Oh, woo! Fight starting off. Trimby already getting chunked out, and again, Vitality don't have to overcommit here. Wonder really wants to start something. Carzzy dominating, sniping them from behind. Flack is starting to get cut down, but he manages to get his way over the wall. The rest of the team set up to body block for him, but BTO waiting off to the side. But BTO isn't about it. It's about Photon diving in, calling the meat. Carzzy playing cleanup. Vitality obliterating Team Heretics in the fight. It's a double for Photon. They're going to donate this one over to VTO. Hell, no, they won't. I take it back. I forgot who I was talking about. You remember Soaz? Well, this is a second generation Wonder. Out like Houdini. Does live, but the price of his life is going to be the Infernal Soul.
Heretics didn't even know where to turn.
Bob Ross-esque character is 7K, getting lower on the Baron. Jankos hoping to find a way into the pit. Jankos into the pit, but they've stopped. They pulled away from the Baron. They did the damage that they needed to do. Carzzy now legendary. Spyro has taken down VTO. Team Heretics, maybe they can get out. Could be happy that the Baron has been taken down. Knockback coming through from Wonder. Jankos off to the side, 1v1ing versus Daisy. He doesn't want that fight, and Vitality, they're scattered, but they're still standing. Only VTO will drop, and that means they can just turn right back to the Baron. Or a 5th item, you know, more money. Because right now, Wonder can't even step up again. For Hylissang here doing a Hylissang classic of just standing next to the creep wave and powering it, daring Team Heretics to overcommit onto him. As he moves up with the sieging minions. VTO, poke onto Flacket. That's nice. Knockup is good. VTO now flick back. The change CC is good, and they manage to take him down. Team Heretics. Signs of life. Have to be careful though, the fall from Vitality. Hylissang now coming in, Carzzy ready to keep this one going. Redemption over the top of the entire team. Photon hasn't even gotten involved yet, but they managed to take down another. Carzzy still hasn't been able to find the kill, however. Vitality pushing into the base, looking to break the back of teams.
Still 4 members of Heretics versus the 3 of Vitality. How confident are Vitality?
Incredibly confident. Wonder stunned up, Wonder deleted. Carzzy continues to walk forward. Now he's the front line. Photon double dashing through, getting the double. Following up, there's nothing left for Team Heretics. Carzzy now legendary, 20-7 the kill score. A massive, massive gold lead for Vitality. And just like yesterday, they're showing us perfection in the mid game. Still telltale signs of the classics. Still a few oopsies here and there. Still a bit of aggressive maneuvering. But ultimately, the win is theirs. And Team Heretics really did not get to participate in this particular game of League of Legends.
Now that Croc's about to get a movie series after that massacre at the end of the game. Incredible stuff from Photon and Carzzy. And
isolated matchup into the Kazanta. You don't see it very often, but it is good, and of course, the Antonio loves his tanks, so that is the option. I think Gragas was the alternative, but he locks in the Poppy instead. Now,
this is hurting him a little bit more. Cameraman, not wrong to go there. Knows that something could happen as we get the goal age, but the crashdown comes through. Brom, again, we talked about, it's going to be rough as Ignaz's the first to get stunned up. Elioya providing support as Super looks for the re-engage. The flash on as concussive blows stack up. Winter's Bite secures first blood for Alvaro. Out with a little vault breaker, but Juhan ain't out of the woods yet. He gets poked.
Because of the different spawn timers for Grubs, they got set back a minute.
Yep.
Usually what you would see at this point in the game, maybe about a couple months ago, would be a trade of Dragon for Grubs here. Instead, they're going to look for a topside play. They're actually swapping. And this is really nice. They're swapping Jinx up to topside before the Grub spawn.
Now, game swung about as plating goes down on the bottom side. Thank you, observers. It looks like for Mad could be caught with their pants down. Patrick looking to chase up. No level 6 here, but the Antonio just used his. Hammer shock down, nothing to gain. Pushing them off the grubs is the small win here for Giant X. Noting that they want their early game to really capitalize as much as possible.
And I have to say, I don't really like this trade as much.
This counters a lane swap.
Look at mid, ult on Juhan.
Oh, Vault Breaker comes through, cease and desist rather, sets it up onto the Ivan. He ain't got too much steadfast presence to bounce house. Elyoya unable through all 3v2, depending on who walks in. Root Caller's there. Concussive blows are going to follow through onto Patrick. Immobilizes him. He gets the cleanse out and flashes as well. But now with another Winter's Bite, Igna is sent packing too. There's the follow-up, and MDK aren't stopping yet.
A little bit of miscommunication, it feels like, but Frescowi's going. There's a rocket coming in.
The rocket flies through. Frescowi does his due diligence, and Igna is sent right into the Candyman. Elyoya picks it up, and just like that, MDK moving further and further on the board. There's a nice sidestep from the Antonio. In the meanwhile, Vault Breaker's going to flash. Mirwin needs to be taken down, though. The cease and desist is not enough, and the steadfast presence comes on out, but you can see Mirwin has to go into ulti, back on out for the tank stats, but eventually it is enough.
Ivan saved his Q.
As you said, I mean, I thought at first it's very ingenious, maybe about getting both targets at one, but Frescowi actually caught out. Wait, the crash down. This will secure it. Caught out Frescowi. What happened there after great trading through mid? One mistake. And just like that, Giant X are going to be looking at 5-6 grubs in this game.
Giant X definitely feel online now that they have the spells. The Rel setup for Talia W was clean. Should be a free 6 grubs.
If we've learned anything, playing around mid is a success story for Giant X. It might not close them games, but it's definitely how they can set them up. So a kill on Jackie's is well earned, especially after the bullying that he received from Frescowi's Azir as 6 grubs goes down. As you said, you want to see Jackie's ult, and there it is, comes through double TP. It's a fight in the top lane. It's a rat. Now for Juhan as he runs forward with the knockback there. It's perfect onto Super. He doesn't get to play the Jinx. Immobilized, taken down. And just like that, Giant X keeping their dreams. Giant X are also going to be taking the second dragon on top of the 6 grubs.
Yeah, it's really rough. I mean, yesterday...
This split, we're not getting the same vibes, are we? Giant X look to push them and meet them at the score. There's another pick tool again. You cannot be walking by yourself against the Vi.
And they're going all out to try and secure it.
But in the meantime, while Turret goes down top, it's not like they're foregoing it completely. At 5k, Juhan picks his angle. Lenses to let him know as at 2k now for the steal. The poke onto Super, the back end is secured by Mab, but the Antonio yeets one away, and now with the wall out, zoning them through. A double knockout, a double bounce up, and Alvaro looking to get on out, won't be accepted. The Antonio now zones out as Super is left isolated from the fight, and Merwin is trying to flip the fight. The all out is good, but again, the Antonio stands in front, and this guy has just developed weak by...
Also having the globals to dash in, it's just phenomenal. I love this draft from Giant X.
And I love the Super as well. Mad can't operate in the fight, and Antonio does it again. Steadfast presence, a shove into the wall, and a seismic shove at that as well. The Earth...
What can the Antonio do with counterpicks? Turns out it's a lot, right?
yeah.
Turns out he's pretty damn good on these counterpick tanks and the popping.
Push the turret down now. As this falls flat, you can see the gold lead is starting to go with it as well. 4,000.
I'd love to know, was it placed up topside by Frescowi when he died up top trying to get top tower? That's a possibility. And then he got collapsed on. Regardless.
Maybe our brains did not register.
Yeah,
we'll
maybe.
find out. It's always like, I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, there it goes anyway. I probably saw it and it just flew right out of my brain. Right. Frescowi, in the meantime, going to be pulling this. This is an objective bounty, by the way, that just popped up. So nice for Mad to at least pick up a turret and close some of that gold that's running away from them.
Yeah, really nice to pick it up. Now the problem is, you have 6 scrubs on the side of Giant X, and any kind of 2 items across the board. Okay, it turns out I can't write on the screen very clearly.
All right,
Mad's
Mad's been blocked for the reason as Frescowi actually engaged on as well. He gets ulted and he died from the range of Jackie's. Patrick was in there straight away. He has flash available in the Magnet Storm. Baron's going down real quick at 3k, 2k. Still, it's just not going to be objectified, and for MDK, they just have to walk away hands empty.
So hard to walk in if you're MDK. The threat of that blast cone. Teleport coming in though.
That's because the Antonio is thinking about an angle. He's got flash, he's got his ultimate available as well. Poppy hammer out, and who does it send to? Numbers just like that. Again, clean stuff from this Poppy top. You don't like the composition. 6
Yeah,
times
I've said
now.
that a lot,
6
haven't I?
times. Yeah, you really don't like the composition of MDK. Yeah. But that's why I said to you it's like winter, right? Because in winter, I feel like maybe spring.
The second item, and it was 1.5 to 3. That's why it was painful to look at. In an ideal world, he has a Seekers as well to maybe dodge out on Juhan's dive and cancel it out and DPS.
Play in the mid lane, which you got an assist for, as Jackie's has had many great walls. It's blocked by Alvaro, though. That's an interaction. Glacial Fisher is out, and Jackie's is rooted in place. With the Winter's Bite and concussive blows, he can't go anywhere, but no one else can reach him. Daisy says, howdy, and as they run into the base for GIANTx, they still find a pick. It looked egregious, it looked over the top, but Mad just don't have enough oomph to take him down.
A nice attempt coming in, trying to find a pick onto Jackie's. They catch him.
Possible, then lead up with Rogue, that get in line with things like MDK here, and as we get another cease and desist lining up through the mid, Ignar's 3-man Magnustorm makes it so. It's an Emperor's Divide that does not send anyone for a glide, and as Mirwan jumps on in, he hopes, he dreams, but he finds nothing but the supreme of GIANTx.
And it feels clinical from GIANTx from start to finish. A small fumble in the early game down bot side, but outside of that, Drake stacking, Grubs stacking. They secured absolutely everything. Ends 15-2, and GIANTx, they pick up their first win.
At 27.5 minutes as well, their first win comes so boldly. It was impressive, it was clean, it was a leg up. And regardless of them making playoffs or not this split, they'll look back at this and say, this is what we can do. As Mad Koi sit back near their fountain, they try for their own pick. They've only gotten 2 of them this game, and onto Jackie's, they look for their third. It's close, and Super runs out of range in the end. Even that's denied as GIANTx come to light in summer. As you said, K'Sante, if you want to lose a matchup and win the game.
K'Sante, lose a matchup, wins game. That's also another tank for the front to back.
Yeah, another annoying one. Not as annoying as the Skarner, but still for Oscar. And as I said, this year have been pretty good on it.
Rahel, the next highest in the league, I can't remember exactly who it is, but it's 30%. It's such a big jump, and now, of course, there are all these center dynamics.
Well, that's why it's skewed, right?
It's skewed, but
okay.
Rahel really does get a bunch of CS, and SK do believe in him.
And we are going to start fighting on that. So while we skew some stats and move in the right direction, Isma is going on in Twisted Advance, and SK getting a low jungler. But in our match of the week, we fire off a bullet. It's Niski now getting low as well. I think he's just dead. Bramble Smash saves his life for the time being, but as he flashes away towards a blast cone, he hovers on the edge. Irrelevant as a level 1 Renekton looks for his Fury to help him up. He flashes too, and Fnatic still chasing through. They take a blast cone. They deceive them. They push over and get first blood. A 1-for-1 is irrelevant. He started slice and dice. He's done his damage. He's done his job. He's with flashes into Oscarinen. Both at 1 HP. And Humanoid, all he needs is a bit of range. A severing bolt from downtown. And Isma will be no more. Fnatic boiled in. Ooh, he doesn't have his flash of his own, but it is a slice and dice croc. And here we go onto this way. His painting days are over. Kill is over to Niski. Spent 9 hours of our life as Dragon. Now going to be taken by SK. That pressure that came from Isma while I was rambling away.
Really should be SKs. They have Renekton topside and a Tristana. This is just priority central. That Crab is going to go down.
It depends with mid because spiraling despair. Niski jumps in anyway. Humanoid used the kit, the flashback. Luon's roam is great. It sends up with the concussive blows and over the wall with the ignite. Niski gets the last hit. There's a turret plate in the bottom side. So for the kill, if you want to do the Bal's math, you're okay there. But meanwhile, SK are cheering with a 1k gold lead. Well, that's not
top
good.
lane tank matchup. So Oscarinen might be in trouble, but Fnatic going to pick up a dragon.
Just like Ezreal's getting a buff next patch as well, already being this strong as Brennan going to get altered on by Irrelevant. Again, showing his fortitude as Dominus comes out and Niski moves up.
Oscarinen, this is absolutely brutal. You could see the whole of Fnatic is coming up to try and escort him to this wave. Jun is coming too, but Irrelevant is so strong. Now he doesn't have the ultimate damage.
Ooh.
Does have 100 Fury.
Fnatic are going to be there first for the turret plate. Is it going to be worth it? Jun runs into the croc without Dominus, so remember as Oscarinen jumps into him first, depth charge, everything in the kitchen sink, and the kill going to Noah. Fnatic there first. That's what we'll remember as the double knockup for the Glacial Fisher is big as well. The damage onto Noah shifts gear into Razork. A flip back, not what you want because the flash now comes out from Jun, and the concussive bite, the winter blow, and everything. Oh no! Fnatic running for their life. A great counterplay, and when we're going to go to SK after the bounce back from that play as well. So Aragon, that's 4, maybe 5 grubs here in the early game. SK with a Tristana and a Renekton.
Yeah.
That's a good time to cheer.
I mean, this is a grub comp if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
The amount of plays you can make now on the 1-through-1 is insane. Tristana unmatchable.
I'm going to be contested here, Aragon. I need you to set me up.
Right. So, honestly, this Rift Herald doesn't matter as much. Third Dragon is on the cards, but the engage comes down. Maokai is very strong.
Guess what they say? It does matter indeed, don't they? Niski from an angle as well, but Razork absorbing the pressure. Irrelevance angle, maybe even bigger. The chains corruption from Nori huge, but eventually goes to Fnatic, but for SK, they're split far between. Irrelevant left on an island. You said it didn't matter, I believe.
Lives for so long, was being in the absolute midst of everything. Isma engages, it comes down, all the CC comes through, but he's tanking Ezreal because of the ultimate. It's actually just 1 versus 5-ing.
He really
Razork
is.
flashes the ultimate, and then the flash comes through from Renekton versus the counterplay of cross-mapping topside with the grubs for SK, which is a solid play when you don't think you can take the fight.
Well, that is not a TP play. Your nose are correct, because Niski's come to play himself. Razork and Noah on it, but he goes to Noah straight away, disengages, flashes through. Niski in the thick of it. Wow, gets pulled back though, and will he get punished? The question is Razork's 5-man ulti again comes into value. The poke, the range, Fnatic are looking to play it again as Irrelevant is left lonesome, but this time it's not doom and gloom. Rahel keeps poking out. SK do their job this time. They manage to survive the onslaught.
Niski with the hero play, but the health bars are too low, even though they have the red buff. It looks like they want to cross-map the red buff instead. That's respawning on the side of Fnatic's jungle, and they're going to settle for that. It's only second Drake.
And
so I might have to hold that. Niski's getting engaged on.
Yeah, let's talk about the Tristanas that are going global. As Niski is just waiting for the ulti. He wanted to run into it. Maybe he thought he could. Yeah. Not going to happen in the end. Knows he has to fight it out. The claw's out. The buffer eventually comes through. Severing Bolt out of range. As you said, the fleet is important. It dodges again. Niski, a fancy man in fancy shoes. He should die eventually. Severing Bolt was dodged, but Iris. Blue. Windows 95 had to restart, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a blast from the childhood. SK, they wanted to highlight. Maybe something bad happens. Maybe it's the top play that made it go blue as Irrelevant. Hysterics has already popped, and as he gets popped around, he's just dead, but they committed TP.
I see this commit working out.
Your favorite word.
Niski's playing off of the time it will take to do the Nash by taking bot tier 2 before TPing as well.
And they've got poke, right?
Ezreal's
so good at poking down, whittling down those health bars. Niski, as he pushes that inner turret down bot side, it's going to be matched by Humanoid, but as he shows up as well, the Baron is pulled off of. Isma's coming through, trying to stop the ports. He's got Nature. It's going to take more than 10 minutes to start this playoff. Rahel takes a bit of a poke, but Arcane shifts back in position. It's the Fisher that comes out afterwards that tries to clear the way, but Fnatic will not be dissuaded. Razork after the play as well, sends out the crescendo, and now just burns down the jungle of SK. Fnatic running through mid. True Shot Barrage is a good dissuader as well, but as Razork gets into position, and the same from Oscar Renan, they're still burning the midnight oil. Niski's angle is the only thing to save them, and Rahel as well. What the hell indeed, as they pull their play back. Fnatic now losing members. The Severing Bolt is a big help.
He vanishes. Niski gonna pick up a consolation prize in the mid lane, but in the end it's a 2 for 2, and Niski coming out on top, picking 3K and 1K.
And look, you look at the dragon as well as Isma walking in blind over the wall. That range is coming in handy. And look, Noah from the downtown helps Humanoid.
But they have no Baron damage. Remember,
As
it's the
you
same
said.
as before. They've got to keep playing for these turns, but SK don't need to check. The Baron is very slow, and Fnatic just keep having to force. But look at the side lanes. They're against the clock here. Top lane tier 2 is going to get taken.
Doing the red buff, the TP. Round number 2 begins. Luon zoning them off. It's going down so quick. Razork needs a miracle. When becomes lightning, he gets it! The jungle king of the LEC still got it. Jordan running for his life. He survives miraculously, but Niski does not.
Wins it.
Isma might be his debut year in the LEC, but Razork's been through this party before.
He dashes forward, and that's the first big blunder I've seen from him.
And if one target gets isolated like that, like the damage from Noah Humanoid combined, that's one after you got criticized at MSI, but Humanoid continuing on the track of being one of the best mids in the West too at the moment. And especially when Caps is slumping, it feels like LEC needs him to step up. Fnatic pushing the base and doing a great job of dissuading this turret from standing its ground. Luon, Glacial Fish is there. True Shot Barrage is good. Razork still has the ulti in hand, though. Nature's Grasp is trying to stop them from staying too long. The inhibitor eventually drops, and SK can't playing their range so well. Razork on a staple pick this year that has been so good in Fnatic's hands to give him jungle priority.
And Noah quietly carrying this game. 5-0-4 on the Varus. The outrange
Hits the Q, doesn't matter because Oscar Renan's not taking any damage. He gets himself out once again with an arcane shift as Luon has to be in front. Chains of Corruption.
execution.
Noah backed away. If SK pull a fight now, it's a 5 versus 4. He's got Hex Gates to come on in, but SK in a choke might find it. Razork's ult's great. Irrelevant doesn't get the way over though, and it's only buying time for Isma's. True Shot Barrage gets maximum value. There's the range, and for Fnatic, they need to keep their head to carry alive, but they can't. but Niski's cleaning them all up. Rahel's taking a while to die as Razor fully commits. They're left in a 3v3. Humanoid still got a mana bar, still got the range, but Niski's still alive. Can he do it? Ulti out, but Humanoid does it better. The lightning follows through. Niski survives for now, but the TP to end. Fnatic can feel that first in their bones.
And Humanoid coming in with the passive procs at the end in that 3 versus 3. The passive proc AoE coming in clutch, saving the fight, and it looks like Fnatic are gonna end.
I mean, Humanoid, Razork, they buy so much time, and Fnatic, when SK being the new blood to talk about, it's still about this team that's been with us since the very start. The best team in Europe in summer. Say it with me, Fnatic.
What a battle.
Something. Or it's locked in.
not.
Okay.
So you would rather have a front-to-back tank to facilitate the carries.
Yeah,
You would much rather.
if I'm playing Azir and I also I'm like, why did I pick Azir?
Why is my front line a win wall?
You both absolutely smashed that late game, hey?
Yeah.
But
Humanoid, very
Wei
nice.
is another dirty champion as well.
Oh,
Kana.
is that a solo kill?
I think it might be.
An
Wait,
Ivan
brute
solo
ulti
kill.
there.
Might
Gold
be.
card flash away. Restart the slow. Wait for this.
Flash out goal.
I love the sound
oi.
effect.
Kana is probably dead.
Kana.
Okay, well, Shattering Strike.
Not sure what's going on.
Low down, crash down.
Oh,
The
what?
knock-up misses, so no
No,
Yasuo.
bro. Just flash.
Well, the fight's not over yet. We've got Summer innocent yet. There's Adam's still going forward. He's got that ulti. The flash commits, and finally Lebrova comes in
he
handy.
couldn't ult.
Ooh, the
Still,
stun.
You're
Yeah,
right.
he couldn't ult.
Held in place, so Adam couldn't get the chase.
Oh, is that a jump in? Oh, no.
Jump away. Wait, dredge line
Targamas?
in. Wait, Targamas on a completely different page to Vladdy.
Do you think Targamas thought he was going to leap in as well, like you
I'm
did?
not sure. I feel like they're not really on the same page here on like what they're doing. Someone to fight, someone to back off, some flash in, some flash out.
So lots of indecision, maybe because
Yeah.
Kana's so far behind and getting knocked out of there.
Yeah, he probably said I'm low HP, I need to base and whatnot.
Still a win for BDS, though. 3 Grubs. And Grubs, your opinion on Grubs?
Adam still has flash.
And Vladdy not going to help them out.
Yep.
Maybe more plays towards the crossbar.
Okay,
all
Shio
wins,
looks
good,
dead.
Yeah, he doesn't have 6 available, so Daisy won't help. He's just dead immediately. There's going to be a reset for Vladdy here as well. Labrov out. He used a flash before.
Labrov is also dead. Okay,
he
good
is
play by
indeed.
KC.
Nice.
Not sure why BDS is trying to defend this so hard, but
Good kill.
yep. There's a Daisy popping, Azira's flash.
Oh, dredge line. Hang on.
I mean, upset's a little right now, right?
It's going to be
I'm
a
not
steal.
sure if this is a good fight for KC.
Oh, 9. Oh, my
nice,
God.
yeah.
He ordered it. BDS ordered it.
This is a terrible fight for KC.
Good shove from Nuke as well. As Niski just
Yeah.
said, not good from KC. Losing out 3 Grubs. There's the
Shio.
objective. Sheo flashing in for the bubble damage root caller.
Come
Nuke
on.
autos it.
Oh.
Oh my God. How
Okay.
doomed does that feel? You're our MVP for sure. Outside of that game.
Cheers, Escape.
Hopefully we get him on another time as well. Aragon and I will try and bounce off that information as best as possible. He's saying Nuke is a big part. Now on bottom side, upset with a good ulti, but Ice just gets on out. So ulti for the E, not much of a trade, while BDS are getting another objective up in this top side.
6 Grubs, and Azir so good at playing side lanes. If they ever played side lanes with this Yasuo, with this Azir, it'd be quite tricky to deal with because of how far behind the counterparts are on the side of KC. I miss him. I feel like I'm missing something now.
Look at Daisy zoning for the meantime, though. Vladdy uses explosive charge, not going to get too much, and Daisy will just sit in brush and eventually heal up as the 6th man.
Yeah, it looks like Adam's going to secure this. He can TP down to bot to catch the wave if he wants to as well.
Free real estate.
And they 5-man Herald, and now they're going to secure the wave down bot side. It's a winning play for BDS.
They're observers, spectator League of Legends from KC. Nature's Grass comes out, but look how far away they are. Destiny now going to finally come through, and at least there's the play response onto Labrov. That's something. They use that ultimate from Kana, and KC gets something, but I think the trade-off is not going to be worth it.
Yeah, BDS with a bit of an overstay.
Good. So let's talk about the positives. Deny second dragon, pick goes over, gold in the right place as well. KC audience look a little bit happy. But now for Herald as it gets pushed through mid and Ice tries to zone them off. All about letting Herald crash up. They're not solving for the time being as Ice just electrocutes them in place versus 4. He's now got his backup. And Ice ulti zones him off as Herald's looking for another charge.
But look at top. They've got mid push with Herald and top. They've sent
Oh my
KC have sent
lord.
5 mid, sending
Class, where KC from the damage that came through Ice alone, they get zoned off their mid inner turret. They're going to lose
such a one-shot at the moment. So it has to ghost away there, but Adam, more gold injection. Get close to that IE.
He can't defend.
It's about as good as a top tier 2 trade for a tier 1 can get.
Yep.
Onto your weak TF top lane. It's not a great trade, but it is a trade nonetheless. Dragon coming up as well. They're going to all reset. That's the formula we've got.
That does sound familiar again.
They do have a lot of Baron damage as well, so maybe we see some kind of Baron start with the 2-item Azir and this right now. But again, like you were talking about with Vladdy, I'm surprised that the KC banned Talia. I think Talia was Vladdy's best champ, but
it is.
Gage comes down.
Let's see what he can do on Tristana in this fight. Depth charge is there, but it's onto Labrov. They're using everything onto Labrov. Targa isolated, and he's caught out. He flashes.
Turn is crazy.
I mean,
I think they've got to give it.
The Baron damages so much as well. Kana's going to try at least gold card someone. It's onto Adam here, but Nuke shuffles them away. Doesn't hit anyone. Nuke with a bit of a whoopsie. They go for the ult. The last breath over the wall is good, though, and it brings it back as now for the all-in. KC get a response, even though Baron goes down. Vladdy, W's on the spot, pretty much. Oh, KC struggling as Ice flashes forward, but to be
on the side lane before the siege starts, and then they could recall and defend the rest of the siege. Now, can this dive work? They win more.
Actually, he's turning out. Wait, last breath not going to come through. Vladdy gets away. There's the dive, as you said. Twisted advance, bramble smash, nature's grass, everything in the kitchen sink of the damage. Finally enough as Labrov dodges away himself, kind of flashes from the crush down as Vladdy has to rocket jump, and Nuke goes on a magic missile himself on the top side. Meanwhile, bottom is getting taken. Ulti burned onto Upset. He has to disengage while KC continuing the fight up here in a 2 versus 3 is good because Nuke, his ult is only a one-man. Vladdy gets the clean up. He's taking words right out of my mouth. The base is going to be in shambles, but KC, what more can you ask for when you're this far behind?
The base is in shambles for KC, but nice proactivity coming in, picking on that Baron siege, diving Adam up topside, maybe overestimating his tankiness.
Oh, Upset jumping on in, he gets root call it out, but is it too much? I mean, Ice is still big enough, even without the ulti, he flashes away.
For this third dragon fight, but tier 2 turret gold is absolutely massive. Gonna go on 2 people who need this gold very much.
He's 3-1-1 and he's got 3 items himself. This is massive, but Vladdy's usefulness on the Tristana has been real, and every time I hear it on that Ivan skin, I think sounds like something from a gun game for sure. Now, BDS are able to get in eventually. They blow up the whole team moving into position. KC need to steal closer, needs a hero action, but at 3K, it's way too late. And just like that again, BDS Baron is in there. Throws, BDS getting away with it. As they push in topside, this one is looking a lot more concrete. You guys can articulate my words. The Sun Turret goes up. BDS with a 5-man stack still pushing in. Look at bot slowly coming in on the way, while BDS by the time of KC top lane.
Yeah, they're just playing with time, right? Super minions coming in down bot side. They had 2 cannon minions that empowered hitting the turret, and it's already done half HP. One more wave here. They could opt if they can't take this tower.
Daisy.
They just take the dragon, but that's gone.
All right, the 6-man returns. Daisy's playing I don't know, basketball, quarterback, no. Gets out over the wall, and Shao and Adam, there's going to have to be a double flash. A little bit janky. Destiny going to be used as well. Over the wall, LeBron pulling an engage. Your team just flashed out. Shao root call is back in. What a beat.
Immediately KCC that and say, guys, we can engage now as it has no spells.
This is not cinema yet, but I'm sure it will be. Last breath, closer, about to die. Adam sets it up. I mean, they had numbers, but BDS got so much gold. Upset finally gets on him, but into Ice, and this Yasuo, I don't think you want to be there. Flashes away as Vladdy takes out Nuke, and a small win, but Dragon eventually given over. Now already used as well. Adam joins in. 5 members of BDS sitting in their own brush as Inhibitor is going to drop once again. Kana looking for... Oh, Kana. Who does he see? Gold card, yep. Nuke is not getting out. Like I said, he's had a strange game. For a very
fight time, can BDS
But are they going to be flipping this? Are they going to be flipping this? I mean, Shao with Smite is the question. Daisy comes over, you said it's fast, running in now, the flip, no, at 2K, at 2.5, they're going to flip it at 1 HP! KCY! Why do we
play for the super minions on bot side? They can send someone down to bot as well if they wanted to empower their super minions. It can't stall to Elder.
They've still got Nexus turrets.
Surely.
Pushing in too. 45 seconds. I'm keeping an eye on in case this fight goes a little bit wrong.
I think there's about to be an explosion here. Surely there's an engage now with the Rel. Labrov can pull the trigger. They have so much instant engage.
Send him away. Nature's Grass comes through. Targamas looking for a dredge line. It roots. There we go in front of their base. The clan's out. Depth charge.
Oh,
like I said, Targa sets it up nicely. 20 seconds on that TP. He's actually just in top lane now, running it through. KC in front of the Elder to take this game back in their own hands. It'd be a miracle steal, but Targa absorbing damage ain't good. He's just going to die straight away. The engage down. Nuke at the base's door as well. Last breath on Kana. KC spread out through the Elder is not how you want to see it happen. It's double TP now, or at least 2 members in the fray. Vladdy's the next target. Nuke goes golden. Adam's trying to clear the wave, but Nuke just in the middle. outplays his hand a little bit. Vladdy's space is good too, but Elder goes down to BDS. If Vladdy walks in, he dies. If Kana walks in, he dies. Windwall denies, and even though BDS, it's been messy to get to this point in front of the Nexus to get their 4th win. They'll blast it down, but no, Minions! Minions not taken care of. KC can't hold on, and BDS moved to